Hello students, welcome to MJC Learning. Today we are going to study chapter number 15 of chemistry, that is polymer, part 4. So let's begin. Students, as in part 1, 2 and 3 we have already discussed about what is polymer, monomer, polymerization process, classification of polymers based on sources, structure, intermolecular forces as well as number of monomers. Today we are going to study classification of polymers based on mode of polymerization. Let us start classification of polymers on the basis of mode of polymerization. What is polymerization? Polymerization is the process in which large number of monomers are converted into polymers. As monomers are having low molecular mass and polymers are having high molecular mass. So we can easily say that polymerization process is the process by which low molecular mass compounds are converted into high molecular mass compounds by linking together of repeating units or repeating structural units with a covalent bond. On the basis of mode of polymerization, polymers are prepared by using addition polymerization, condensation polymerization and ring opening polymerization. Let us discuss each term in detail. Addition polymerization. It is also known as a chain growth polymerization. Students, here on the screen you can easily observe that polymers are formed by the addition polymerization, in which large number of monomeric units are added together to form a polymer but without formation of byproduct or without elimination of any molecule. So what is addition polymerization? Addition polymerization is the process of formation of polymers by addition of monomers without loss of any small molecules. Examples of addition polymerization are polythene, PVC, polypropylene. Let us discuss preparation of polyvinyl chloride in detail. For this preparation of polyvinyl chloride, that is PVC, we need a monomer, that is vinyl chloride. The structural formula of vinyl chloride is CH2 double bond CH-Cl. We are using n number of vinyl chloride. This vinyl chloride undergoes addition polymerization where double bond present in it will break and open to allow the multiple monomeric units to form a chain. And it finally gives us a polymer of PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride. As we have already discussed that while writing any polymeric chain, the polymer should be written in a bracket and N should be mentioned at the right hand side corner of that bracket. This shows that polymers are in a continuous form. The monomers for the addition polymerization are generally unsaturated compounds. It is also referred as a vinyl polymerization, as majority of monomers are from vinyl group like vinyl chloride, vinyl cyanide. This addition polymerization is also known as a chain growth polymerization because it involves addition of monomeric units at a reactive end of growing chain across the double bond. This addition polymerization takes place by free radical mechanism that we will discuss at the end of this classification. Next one is condensation polymerization. It is also known as a step growth polymerization. During this condensation polymerization, you can easily observe here large number of monomeric units are combined together or joined together but with the elimination of small molecules. So byproducts are formed here during the condensation polymerization. So what is condensation polymerization? It is a process of formation of polymers from polyfunctional monomers with the elimination of some small molecules like a water, methanol, ammonia, HCl, etc. What is polyfunctional monomers? Polyfunctional monomers are the monomers which are having two or more functional groups. Examples of condensation polymerization are nylon 66, terylene, bakelite, etc. Let us discuss one example in detail, that is formation of terylene or Dacron. For this we need a monomer ethylene glycol and another one is terephthalic acid. By observing the structure of this ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid, we can see that these are polyfunctional monomers. This ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid undergoes condensation polymerization in which a small molecule, that is water, is going to lose or eliminate, and it gives us a structure of polymer, that is ethylene. The monomers used in the condensation polymerization are polyfunctional monomers. This condensation polymerization is also known as a step growth polymerization because it involves a series of condensation reaction between monomers having functional groups with the elimination of small molecules. Let us take a short view of comparison between addition polymerization and condensation polymerization. In addition polymerization, polymers are formed by addition of monomers without loss of any small molecules. While in condensation polymerization, polymers are formed from polyfunctional monomers with the elimination of some small molecules like a water, methanol, ammonia, HCl, etc. Examples of addition polymerization are ethylene, PVC, polypropylene, while for the condensation polymerization are nylon 66, terylene, bakelite, etc. Monomers in addition polymerization are unsaturated compound, while polyfunctional monomers are used for the condensation polymerization. Addition polymerization is also known as a chain growth polymerization, while condensation polymerization is known as step growth polymerization. In addition polymerization, the process takes place without loss of molecules, while condensation polymerization process takes place with a loss of small molecules. The last category of classification of polymers on the basis of mode of polymerization, that is ring opening polymerization. Let us discuss example of ring opening polymerization, that is polymerization of epsilon caprolactam. Here structure of epsilon caprolactam is a cyclic. So we are using cyclic monomer. By using that cyclic monomer we are getting a cyclic polymer. In this example, we are preparing nylon 6 from epsilon caprolactam. The structure of epsilon caprolactam is NH-CH2, CH2, 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 CH2 and CO. This is cyclic compound and containing 5 CH2 groups. This epsilon caprolactam undergoes ring opening polymerization, and this cyclic ring will break in between NH and CO bond, and it gives us a acyclic structure of or acyclic compound of nylon 6 polymer. So what is ring opening polymerization? The process in which cyclic monomer yield a monomeric unit which is acyclic or contain fewer cycles than monomers. Cyclic compounds like lactames, cyclic ethers, lactones, etc. polymerize by ring opening polymerization. Ring opening polymerization is a form of chain growth polymerization in which the terminal end of the polymer chain act as a reactive center where further cyclic monomers can react by opening its ring system and form a longer polymer chain. Let us discuss the free radical mechanism from addition or a chain group polymerization. A variety of unsaturated compounds such as alkenes or dienes or their derivatives are polymerized by using free radical mechanism, that is addition polymerization. It is also known as a chain reaction, which involves three steps: chain initiation, chain propagation and chain termination. Let us start the first step, that is chain initiation. The chain reaction is initiated by a free radical, and to generate this free radical we need an initiator. An initiator, that is catalyst such as a benzoyl peroxide, acetyl peroxide, tertiary butyl peroxide can be used to produce a free radical. For example, acetyl peroxide generates methyl radical as shown here. This is the acetyl peroxide which undergoes homolytic fission and forms a carboxyl radical. This carboxyl radical immediately undergoes decarboxylation to form the methyl free radical. Further, for the discussion, we are using alkyl free radical. This alkyl free radical attach itself to the olefin, that is vinyl monomer, and produces new radical. The second step is chain propagation. Here in chain propagation step, the new radical which is formed in the initiation step reacts with vinyl monomer, forming another bigger sized radical, which in turn reacts with another vinyl monomer molecule. The repetition of this sequence takes place rapidly. It is called as chain propagation and leads to the high molecular mass radical. The next one, that is step 3, chain termination step. At some stage, the above continuous chain reaction can be stopped or terminated by stopping the supply of monomers, or by addition of impurities like oxygen, or by combining or combination of two growing chain radicals. This step is known as chain termination. Now here is the big free radical which is formed in the chain propagation step. So big free radical is taken. We are combining the two growing chain of bigger free radical that will link with each other to form the long polymeric chain. The last one is classification of polymers on the basis of biodegradability. What is biodegradability? Biodegradability is the ability of organic substance and material to be broken down into simple substances through the action of enzymes from the microorganism. There are two types on the basis of biodegradability: biodegradable polymer and non-biodegradable polymer, that we will discuss in the next lecture.